Welcome to LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Instrumentation and Control Engineering. I am your instructor Jayesh Prajapati from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. In this online session, we will study the basic introduction of industrial drive and control subject. This subject is offered in GTU semester 7. The name of the subject, that is Industrial Drive and Control. The short name of this subject, that is IDC. The subject code is 2171707 and the credit for the subject, that is 4. And this is offered in the branch of Instrumentation and Control Engineering. Now, in this video session, we will discuss the basic introduction of this industrial drive and control subject. Drive is very most important part in industrial automation. Now we know that drive is almost applied in everywhere. So automation industries is incomplete without the drive system. So basically, drive was first invented in 1838 in Russia. He is tested on this by using motor that is supplied by the battery, and it is used for the board. But almost it is always applied in everywhere. So the basic benefit of the drive system is to control the speed of electrical machine like motor or generator, to control the motion or the movement of the shaft. So that is a basic benefit of the drive, to control the speed and to save the powers. So now in this session we will discuss the syllabus of our subject IDC, Industrial Drives and Control. So let us see the chapter number 1. The chapter number 1 is Electrical Drives and Introduction. In this chapter 1, we have to discuss the content, that is first, that is in the electrical drive and introduction, then the advantage and disadvantage of electrical drives, different component of electrical drives, and selection or choice of the electrical drives. So basically in this chapter 1, we will discuss the block diagram of electrical drives. So the block diagram is, you can see in this block diagram, first portion, that is a source. Then from this source, the power is given to these power modulators. Then the power is given to the motor, and then power is given to the load. So that is a linear block diagram of electrical drives. In this block diagram, you can see if the motor is DC motor and we have to operate these electrical drives, then we have if the source is AC source and motor is DC, so we have required the power modulator, that is rectifier. AC to DC converter, we have required rectifier. Now for closed loop operation, we have used from the motor terminal, and we will measure from the motor terminal by sensing unit, and from the sensing unit it can give the supply to these control units, and control unit is give the feedback to this power modulator. So that is a closed system. You can see the power modulator, motor, then sensing unit, and then control units. So that is a closed system. Now from this control unit and sensing unit, they can measure some parameters and control by using power modulators. So the control unit and sensing unit, it is called as a controller of these electrical drives. So in this chapter we will basically study the block diagram of electrical drives. Now chapter number 2. In this chapter number 2, the name of the chapter is Modeling of DC Machine. In this chapter 2, we will discuss theory of operation, induced EMF and equivalent circuit, and electromagnetic torque. electromechanical modeling, state space modeling, and block diagram and transfer function, then field excitation and measurement of motor constant. So that is a content that we have to study in the chapter number 2. So in this chapter we have to discuss the different types of DC machine, and also we have to discuss the field excitation, and we have to model the DC machine. So in this animated view you can see we have seen the one motor animation view and different part of this DC machine: commutator, brushes, stator, rotors. Okay. So in this chapter number 2 we have to discuss the block diagram of DC motor and state space modeling of DC machine. Now chapter number 3. In this chapter number 3, the name of the chapter, that is control of DC drive. We have to study the content, that is control rectifier based drive. So here we have to study a different control rectifier drives like half wave control rectifier, full wave control rectifier, and semi control rectifier. Then mode of operation, then speed control of DC motor drives, and closed loop operation of DC drives. So that is the content that we have to study in the chapter number 3. So we have to basically control of DC motor. So in this animated view you can see one of these small DC motor that can control the speed by using some variac. So that is the one application of this DC drive. Another application is you can see in the figure, there is a one DC controller. By accelerator and potentiometer we have to give some voltage value by using battery, and it can be controlled by accelerators. So that is one of the example of this DC drives. So there are let us examples. So in this chapter number 3 we have basically designed the different control rectifier drives. Now chapter number 4, chopper control DC motor drives. In this chapter number 4 we have to study the content, that is introduction and principle of operation of chopper, 4 quadrant chopper circuit, then chopper for inversion and input to the chopper circuits, and closed loop operation. So that is the content that we have to study in this chapter number 4. So basically chopper is a DC to DC converter. If the input for this converter is DC, fixed DC, then if we have to convert into a variable DC, that times we have to use the choppers. So you can see in the figure the input, that is a fixed DC voltage, and output, that is a variable DC voltage. So that is a chopper circuit, and by using chopper circuit we have to use a chopper control DC motor drives. So that why that can be used in this chopper control DC motor drives. Then in this figure you can see the solid state drive is DC motor drives is also shown. That also we have to study in this chapter number 4. Now the chapter number 5, frequency control induction motor drives. In this chapter we have to study the content, that is introduction, static frequency changer, voltage source inverter, driven induction motor, and voltage equations. So basically we have to study the voltage source inverter, because inverter convert from DC to AC supply. Then real or reactive powers, then speed control of induction motor, relationship between voltage and frequency. So that is V by F control method that we have to study in this chapter number 5. Then induction motor with adjustable frequency, and principle of PWM waveform, that we have to study in this chapter number 5. Now in this figure you can see one of the induction motor with AC drive is shown in this figure. So basically induction motor is AC, so we have to require AC drives like frequency controlled induction motor drives. Then in this animated view you can see if the motor is AC motor and the input supply is also AC, so we have to require some control circuit. So in this control circuit we have used control rectifier. From AC supply you can see the control rectifier, and then control rectifier is given to this inverter, because whatever the variable DC voltage is given to the inverter, it can convert into the variable AC. So this variable AC is given to this AC motor. So in this way we can use frequency control induction motor drives. Now this is another different types of or series of these AC motor drives. In this figure you can see. Now the last chapter, that is chapter number 6, spatial motor drives. That is a most important chapter for your final year students, because from your final year project you can use a very special motors like servo motors and stepper motors. So the content is stepper motor drives. Okay, you have to study the stepper motor drives, then permanent magnet motor drives, then torque versus stepping rate characteristics, then drive circuit for stepper motor, introduction to brushless DC motor, and introduction to DC servo motor drives. So that is a content that we have to study in this chapter number 6. Now in this figure you can see that is one of the linear stepper motor shown in this figure. Then servo motors, that is a special motor that can be used in robotics device also, that is a servo motor. Then another stepper motor animation view is shown in the figure. Then that is a permanent magnet DC motor. So that are the different types of special motors that we have to study, and the application for this special motor drives is also shown in this figure. You can see one of these robotic arm that can collect any object and put into the desired place. So that is also one of the applications of stepper or servo motors drive. So that is the syllabus that we have to study in this subject. Later the next will be shown in our next video. Okay, thank you.